You turn in your Bibles to Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 through 4. Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 through 4. From the New International Version, reads like this. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and on the streets to be honored by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. The Lord has given me a series of sermons to preach from Matthew chapter 6 over the next 4 weeks. The overall sermon series title is, Can You Keep a Secret? This morning's message is entitled, Secret Servants. Secret Servants. From time to time, as a young child, my parents would drop my sister and I off at our grandmother's house for the weekend. Kind of understand that a whole lot better now that I got my own kids. We would look forward to going to stay with my grandmother for weeks. On the first night, we would stay up late and watch all Grandma's shows. On Saturday morning, Grandma would make breakfast. We'd get dressed and head out to somebody's flea market because Grandma loved a good deal. But the biggest deal of the whole weekend was what would happen around 9 p.m. every night. Water would be put in a kettle on the stove to boil. And when the whistle of the releasing steam went off, we knew it was time. Time for coffee. Looking back on it, it was more milk than anything else for us kids. But it did have brown Sanka in the bottom of the cup. Grandma would give us the cups of coffee and say, y'all Grandma's babies, right? Can you keep a secret? Of course, we say yes, and we wouldn't mention a word about it to Mom and Dad, but we would go to school, and the first person we saw, we'd tell them we had coffee over the weekend. I don't know, we had done something grown folks do. Grandma had asked us to keep a secret, but for us, there were limits to it that would allow us to share our coffee drinking exploits with others if we thought there was going to be some sort of benefit for us. If we're truthful in here this morning, we recognize that we too have some secrets to keep. Some secrets, though, are seemingly harder to keep than others, and at least a time or two, we have shared some things that didn't necessarily need to be shared. All because we wanted the clout of what came along with sharing that information gave us. More and more, we keep secret the things we should share, like our commitment to Christ, while sharing the things that we should keep secret, like how much money we give, how much time we spend doing good things. There is a way to let folks know that we are a disciple and glorify God through service without us trying to garner glory for ourselves. In our text this morning, it would seem that Jesus, after having talked so much about the display of a disciple's commitment to following him, has now shifted to talking to them about not displaying their commitment. But if we look closely at the statements he makes in just these 4 verses, I believe what we see is Jesus question the motives for our display of discipleship. And so I hear him throughout the 6th chapter of Matthew offer a challenge in the form of a question. Can you keep a secret? Can you be a disciple without striving to become a spectacle? Can you display characteristics of discipleship without seeking acceptance and accolades from others? Can you share God's love without expecting to receive a pat on your back by those that you show his love to? Amen. The question for us this morning is, what must we understand to truly be secret servants to God in our helping of others? For servants don't serve for their own benefit, New Hope. They serve for the benefit of others. Celebrities are not servants, and servants are not celebrities. Servants will serve without any recognition, while celebrities must be compensated in some way before they'll actually fulfill the service they are known for. Jesus asked this morning, can you secretly serve? Because if you can, then you will truly be a disciple.